She's made the decision to testify and talk to her jury in Georgia. Was it a mistake? Let me know. My opinion, I don't think it was a mistake. When you're doing a self-defense defense, you have to take the stand, you have to answer questions, and you have to explain your actions to that jury deciding your fate. She's facing up to life behind bars if she is convicted. There she goes up to the stand. How is this going to play out for her? Get in the chat below and do me a favor. Also subscribe and like and tell your friends about this channel. Let's bring the True Crime fam back together and let's talk about court. Let's listen in.
And you testified that what actually happened that night was he woke you up tapping your foot with his gun?
Yes.
And that he held your arms above your head, correct?
Yes.
And that he lifted up your shirt, correct?
Yes.
And he started, you said, slapping or beating your breasts?
Yes.
Did you have any bruising from that event?
Yes, I did.
Can you kind of explain to me what did the bruising look like?
Just big bruises over my breast.
Like big visible ones?
The pictures of my arm, but put those on my breast.
So those bruises we saw on your arm looks just like that, but on your breast?
No, similar to that.
Similar to that, okay.
They were black and blue.
So really visible bruising?
Visible bruising, yes.
Okay. Is there a reason why bruising wouldn't have been noted in your jail intake form from that night?
They didn't even undress me. All they did was bring me in there and push me in a cell, and they took off my shoes. That's it. They never questioned me about anything or looked at my clothes or did anything.
So if the jail intake form went through a detailed list of how your body looked that night and said that there was no marks, scratches, or bruising on your body, that would be because they didn't look at your body?
They didn't look at my body.
Okay. So moving on, you repeatedly told Investigator Mefford that you did not shoot Mr. Barron's gun, correct?
Correct.
But then your testimony was that you did shoot Mr. Barron's gun.
Correct.
I want to ask you about what you told Investigator Mefford about this whole kitchen interaction when these live shell casings came out. Do you remember talking about that with Investigator Mefford?
You say kitchen?
Mm-hmm. When you were in the kitchen with Mr. Barron and he was having you play with his gun. Do you remember telling that story?
Yes, I do remember that.
Was that whole entire story a complete lie?
It was not true. The story was not true because I didn't want to let him know that I was ashamed to admit that I tried to take my life.
Because you were worried that your fingerprints might be found on his gun, correct?
No, that's not correct because I was afraid my children would see that I tried to commit suicide.
So walk me through how making up that story about you playing with Mr. Barron's gun in the kitchen would be a cover for you attempting to commit suicide.
What do you mean? Say that again.
So the story that you made up to Investigator Mefford about you playing with Mr. Barron's gun in the kitchen was a lie, correct? Yes. Help me understand how that story was the story that you came up with to cover up your suicide attempt.
The story I came up with to cover up my suicide attempt.
Is that what that story was?
I think my hand got jammed in the gun.
Correct.
And that was the reason I said that.
So all I'm asking is for you to help me understand where you got this story about playing with Mr. Barron's gun in the kitchen from.
I just made that up.
Why?
Because I got the gun jammed in my finger right here. And I didn't want to have to explain that I tried to commit suicide, and that's how it got jammed.
So so the story you gave Investigator Mefford, actually, I'm just going to play it. I'm going to go to 44. We're going to start at 44:25.
That was another big fight. We keep getting these fights because of this woman. And that's what we got a fight that night that I left, and then tonight, so we got a fight with about, and he went into the bedroom and got some stuff because he was going to sleep upstairs, and he got his gun out, I said, why are you getting your gun out? And we went to the kitchen and he said, I just want it for protection. And I said, okay. And so he said, take the strap off the gun. So
Why did you specifically say that Mr. Barron told you to take the strap off the gun? Why did you add that part to your story?
I don't know.
It wasn't possibly because you were worried that your fingerprints might be on the strap or the button of the gun holster?
I said, I don't know why.
Just decided it would be important to throw in there that you unhooked the holster from the gun.
Well, I unhooked it when I tried to commit suicide.
Okay, we'll talk about that then. You unhooked the gun from the holster when you tried to commit suicide. That's what you're saying?
Right.
But you say multiple times to Investigator Mefford that, in fact, Mr. Barron's gun was laying right next to his body when you got into the bedroom, correct?
I don't know where his gun was laying.
Was it in the holster or was it not in the holster?
It was on the bed, I believe.
His gun.
Yes, in the holster.
So his gun, so now your testimony is that his gun was in the holster on the bed.
I can't really remember where his gun was. I was hysterical when I got up there.
Well, you would agree, you told Investigator Mefford numerous times that his gun was laying right next to his body when you got in the room, correct?
Correct.
And that you remember even pushing the gun to the side when you got into the room to check on Mr. Barron, correct?
Okay, correct.
But now your testimony is that his gun was actually in the holster on the bed when you got into the bedroom?
I really can't honestly remember where the gun was. I was hysterical when I got in there. I know it was either on the bed or on the floor.
Okay, so now we have no idea where the gun was when you got into the room.
I can't remember.
Okay. But so now going back to my original question of your statement was that you talked about taking the strap off of the gun because you had to take the strap off of the gun when you tried to commit suicide, correct?
Correct.
So that's why you threw that in there about the kitchen story?
I guess. I really don't remember.
So is it potentially because you were worried about your fingerprints being on the snap of the holster?
No, not really. That's not why I said that.
So why did you say that then?
I don't know why.
Okay. I'm gonna hit play again. I had paused it at 45:11. I'm gonna hit play.
He said, this is what you need to get on your gun because I don't have a strap around my gun. And then he said, is this gun to you? He said, put it in your hands and hold it because, I mean, I got to take lessons. And he told me if that gun fits my hand. And then he took the gun in his hand, he took his briefcase and took it on his shoulder. And then I asked him to come, don't go upstairs, just talk about it and try to not be mad at each other and just talk about it normal.
So why did you add in the part in that story about how the gun fit just nicely in your hand? What was the point in throwing that false detail into that story?
I don't remember why the reason was.
I'm going to skip ahead to 158. Am I at 150? Oh, I'm way off. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to hit play at 158:01.
Understand this one more time. We need to explain this again, okay?
Okay.
So he's up, let's start with going up the stairs. Okay, start there.
So we're downstairs
Mm-hmm,
on the kitchen, by the kitchen,
mm-hmm,
okay? He has his gun. That's when he takes it out of the case and asks me if my hands, I have a top, if my hand can go around his gun.
mm-hmm.
He told me to take his cover off the gun, take him safety home, so I did that. There was no gun, nothing got fired or anything, okay? I pulled that thing back. He told me to pull it back,
Yes.
okay? That's when 2 or 3 of them fell out on the floor.
Just stop pulling back.
So again, you specifically mentioned that you took the gun out of the holster, correct?
You're correct.
And that he told you to hold the gun, and then you explicitly talk about pulling the slide back to the gun, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And just to be clear, you could hear him talking to you through the door that night, correct?
I heard him say yes to me.
So it wasn't that you could not hear him on the other side of the door, correct?
I heard him say yes.
You also heard him make a noise when he was shot, correct?
Yes.
And why were you so, in this story, you're very specific with Investigator Mefford that you flushed those shell casings down the downstairs toilet in the master bedroom, correct?
Correct.
And you're very adamant about, I did not flush them upstairs, I only flushed them downstairs, correct?
Yes. I couldn't remember where I flushed them. I was hysterical at the time.
Okay, so that was just a mistake that you were being very adamant about where you flushed those bullets.
Yes.
Why? This story was basically because you didn't want to admit that you had tried to commit suicide, according to you, correct?
Correct.
So how did you know to make up that you flushed the shell casings? Why throw that in there?
Because I didn't want them to know that the shellings were there, because I cleaned them up after I jammed the cuff on. After I jammed the gun, then the bullets fell out, and I wanted to hide the bullets from not being able to tell. That's why I had the gun in my hand.
And Investigator Mefford continuously asks you about those shell casings, correct?
Correct.
And repeatedly you tell him that you have never touched the shell casings, correct?
Correct.
Which is also a lie.
Correct. Yes. I just said that I didn't touch them because I didn't want to tell anything. I didn't want to say anything to him about what had happened.
But you did say that you flushed live rounds down the toilet in the master bedroom, correct?
Correct.
And so you didn't tell him that just in case they did find flush shell casings in the septic line. That's your testimony? You didn't say that just in case they did find these casings?
I wasn't even thinking about what I flushed down the toilet, really and truly. I was just trying to flush them down to clean up after I tried to commit suicide, so no one would know that I had his gun trying to commit it. That's what I was trying to do.
It seems like every fight that you and Mr. Barron got in essentially revolved around Lilia, correct?
Say that again.
Every fight that you and Mr. Barron got in revolved around Lilia?
Not every fight. No.
Is that what you repeatedly tell people, that the only thing you fight about is Lilia?
Tell who?
Everyone that you've told about Lilia.
No, I don't tell them that.
How many people do you think that you've told about Lilia?
About Lilia,
Could you name them off for me, all the people that you've told?
my sister, Dana Gardner,
Okay,
my sister, Leslie Fenoy,
okay,
my girlfriend, Jenny Hall,
okay.
Beth Barron, Evan Barron, and I think that's all.
How about Jessica?
Jessica. Maybe Jessica. I don't remember telling Jessica about it.
How about Judy and Mike? Your friends Judy and Mike.
No, David told them about it.
So you've talked to Judy and Mike about it?
David did.
David told them.
Yes, they confronted David. I talked to him first, and they confronted David when he came over.
So you talked to Judy and Mike first?
They were with me the night I called Evan.
So you told Judy and Mike first then?
They heard me. They overheard my conversation.
Okay, so you told Judy and Mike first then?
Yeah, they overheard the conversation while I was talking to Evan.
Okay,
And then when David came over later on, they confronted David about it.
because they found out from you.
They
correct?
found out because they overheard the conversation when I was talking to Evan.
You also told your son McLean, correct?
I'm not sure I told him exactly about Lilia or not. I just told him he was going to have to move out because we were having problems.
In the times that you and Mr. Barron got in fights about Lilia, David would basically separate himself from you, correct?
No, not correct. Not always.
Okay, well, let's talk about it. So December 28th is the first night you found out about Lilia, correct?
I found out that she was texting him. Yes.
And that night he left and went to a hotel, correct?
Exactly. Yes.
And you disagree with Evan's testimony that you pointed the gun at Mr. Barron that night, correct?
Correct.
But Evan's testimony was that you called him frantic, saying that you pointed the gun at Mr. Barron, correct?
I did not have a gun with me that night. I flew to Atlanta that weekend, and you can't take a firearm with you.
Okay, and Mr. Barron was yelling because he wanted to get his keys so that he could leave, correct?
The keys were on the bathroom counter.
And you had locked yourself in the bathroom.
I locked myself in the bathroom in the commode. There's a separate part of the commode area, and that's where I locked myself. But the keys were right out there. He was right there beside him. I kept telling him the keys were right there, and he wouldn't listen.
So he's yelling for his keys because he wants to leave to go to a hotel, but his keys are sitting right there.
His keys are right there on the vanity. Yes.
And then January 4th, you get into another fight about Lilia, correct?
Yes.
And David again leaves and goes to a hotel, correct?
Well, no, that's the night. He didn't know I found out about her that night. That's the night he threw my purse out the window of my car. And then I had his stuff, and he didn't come pick it up. I left his stuff at Seagate Inn for him to pick up, and he didn't pick it up. So I took it with me in my car. And then I found out that I read through his briefcase. I was looking through a satchel bag, and I saw where he was sending family, it said family support on the letters to the money for Lilia. But
Right.
he didn't know I found out that night.
So that's the night, January 4th is the night where you went through his briefcase, correct?
I went through his, the satchel bag. Yes,
Satchel
I got it out and went, but he was already at a hotel. Got in a
And
fight earlier,
so he was already at the hotel.
right? Because I told him he couldn't stay with me that night.
So he left and went to a hotel. That was
I
my
told him he
original
couldn't-
question.
I told him he couldn't stay with me, so that he had no choice but to leave.
Okay, so he left that time too. Then on February 1st, this is the St. Simon's incident.
Yes,
He was also trying to leave the condo in St. Simon's, correct?
I asked him again to leave because he slapped me.
So all these are because you were asking him to leave, apparently.
Well, he didn't have a place to stay, so he had to go find a hotel.
So he's trying to leave, correct?
Not trying to leave, he left.
He's trying to get in to get his belongings so that he can leave that night, correct?
I already put his belongings outside the door.
Well, earlier you testified that you said that you were going to go up and get his stuff, but then he followed you up and then he was trying to push his way into the condo
I
to
was
get his
putting
things.
I was putting the stuff out the door, and he comes in the door. I was putting the stuff out the front door, and he comes up to it, and that's when he pushes me backwards.
So when the police came, all of his stuff should be outside the door,
It was right there by the door. It was right there by the kitchen door.
inside or outside?
Part of it was outside, and part of it was inside.
So again, on body cam that we have, some of his stuff should be waiting outside for him.
No, it wasn't waiting out there for him. I'd put it right by the kitchen door, so it was still inside.
Okay, so it was
Because-
still inside,
Well,
correct?
because he came up there and banged the door open, that's why.
Okay, so I'm just confused because 2 seconds ago you testified that all of his stuff was already outside and the reason that you wouldn't let him in was because he was trying to come in anyway.
No, all of his stuff was not outside.
Well, then you said some of his stuff was outside and some of his stuff was inside,
Some of it was inside by the kitchen and some was by the door.
but all of it was inside
All
of
of
the
it was
condo.
inside, right?
Okay, so he could not leave until he was able to get inside the condo to get his belongings,
Right,
correct?
and I was trying to get him out to the door for him.
Okay. February 16th, that's the night you get arrested for DUI, correct?
Yes,
And he has locked himself up in the guest bedroom, correct?
yes,
And March 7th, get in a fight about Lilia again, correct? March
Yes.
7th, and he has locked himself up in the guest bedroom, correct?
yes.
Okay. So I want to talk to you about your phone. So your testimony was that the reason that you attempted to shoot the lock off the doors because you wanted to get your phone, correct?
Correct.
Because he had your phone, correct?
Yes, he did have my phone.
And he had at this point told you that he had your phone, correct?
Yes.
Is this before or after he forced you to perform oral sex on him?
This is after, well, he had my phone in the beginning. He had
Okay.
my phone in the beginning. Remember when I asked for where my phone was?
Mhm.
And he told me I wasn't getting my phone and no one was going anywhere tonight.
So he gets his satchel, correct?
Yes.
And his gun, correct?
He already had his gun in his hand.
Already had his gun in his hand. And then presumably he already had your phone in his hand as well, correct?
He had my phone. I don't know where he had it in his pocket or in the briefcase, but he had my phone. I didn't see my phone.
And then all of a sudden he puts those things down and forces you to perform oral sex on him, correct?
No, he didn't have them before that.
Okay, so when did he get the satchel?
After he pushed me backwards and told me not to close my eyes tonight,
Okay.
that's when he got his satchel and everything else. But he already had the phone. I guess it was in his pocket.
Did you notice the phone in his pocket when you were forced to take his pants off?
No, I didn't.
So he pushes you back, grabs the satchel. You said he's already got his gun and
Right.
presumably already has your phone, correct?
Right. He already had my phone in the beginning before any of this even happened.
And then he tells you not to go to sleep tonight, correct?
Correct.
And you walk up there, he walks up the stairs and locks himself in the guest bedroom, correct?
After he did everything to me, yes.
And so you go and get your gun
Yes.
from where?
From the closet.
And you walk back towards the stairs, correct?
Correct.
And then I think you testified that you kind of sat at the bottom of the stairs for a little bit to think about what you were going to do, correct?
Contemplating, yes, what I was going to do.
And you didn't want to walk out the front door because of the wild dogs.
I didn't want to walk out the front door because I'd have to go down that road. That was pitch black dark.
With the wild
Those
dogs.
dogs.
Okay. And there's at least 3 or 4 neighbors like within a 2-second walk from your house, correct?
A little bit longer, yeah. There's 1, 2, 4 neighbors around my house.
Because you live in a cul-de-sac,
Correct.
or the house was in a cul-de-sac.
Right.
And you didn't think that the best idea would be to go knock on one of their doors and get help, correct?
Well, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't know who was there and who was not there. It was pitch black dark out.
Didn't want to try.
I didn't know anybody, and it was it just didn't seem like the right thing to do, to knock on someone's door at 1 o'clock in the morning.
But the right thing to do was to take your firearm and try and shoot the lock off of a bedroom door, correct?
Well, I was hysterical at the time, so I couldn't even think of what to do. To tell you the truth, I was scared for my life.
Well, you thought enough to sit down at the bottom of the stairs and decide you didn't want to face the wild dogs, correct?
I didn't sit down at the bottom of the stairs. I stood up and just thought about it. It took maybe 30 seconds, maybe at the most 30 seconds I was down there.
Okay, I apologize. I thought that on direct you would testify that you sat at the bottom of the stairs and thought about what to do.
When I sat, today I said that?
Correct.
Oh, I didn't mean to say sat. I just
Okay.
meant like stood there.
Stood there. So you stand there and you think that the most reasonable thing to do is to take your firearm, go up the stairs and fire at a locked door where somebody else is on the other side of it.
No, I didn't think like that. I thought that, number one, I didn't know any of the neighbors, so I wasn't going to go just walk up to their door. And then number two, I thought that I could hit the lock on the door and that would get my gun back. Get my phone back. That's all I wanted was my phone back. I would have thought that he'd take my phone and put it out there.
You ever fired a gun at a lock successfully before?
No, I've never have.
You know if that's even possible to fire your gun at a door to unlock it?
You can fire, I think, at a gun. I don't know, but you can fire at a locked door.
If you're firing a gun at a door lock so that you can unlock it, you walked up pretty close to the door, didn't you?
I was about a foot away.
And the tip of your gun was about 6 inches away, correct?
I'm not sure.
And your game plan was to shoot the lock off the door, correct?
Correct.
Presumably, standing behind that door is Mr. Barron with his gun, correct?
I don't know where he was.
Well, you know he had gone into the bedroom and locked the door,
Right,
correct?
but I didn't know if he was standing behind the door with his gun.
You know he's in the bedroom.
Right, I know he's in the bedroom.
Okay, so you're shooting the lock off of a bedroom door where presumably Mr. Barron is in that bedroom with a firearm, correct?
Correct.
He has just assaulted you physically, correct?
Correct.
He has just forced you to commit oral sex sodomy on him, essentially, correct?
Correct.
So he has kicked you down onto the ground, correct?
He's what?
Kicked your legs so that you would fall down to the ground, correct?
Right on my knees.
On your knees, grabbed you by the hair, correct?
Correct.
Held a gun to your head, correct?
Correct. Correct.
And forced you to perform oral sex on him, correct?
Right.
And then threatened to
But I already
basically,
performed oral sex before he got the gun out. Because I did the oral sex, then he got the gun out.
so he
I
never
started
had the
crying.
gun when you were performing oral sex on him?
He had the gun in his hand the whole time. He never put it down once he got it out of the drawer. Once he got it out of the dresser, he never put it down.
So where was the gun when you were being forced to perform oral sex
It
on
was
him?
in his hand.
So he did have the gun out when you were being forced
Oh,
to.
I'm sorry. Yes, I didn't understand what you were saying.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
So he had the gun in his hand.
But you said he put it up to my face before that. He did that afterwards.
So did he just have the gun down by his side while you were
No,
forced?
he did not.
Where was the gun when you were being forced to perform
He
oral
had the
sex?
gun in his hand.
But where was it being pointed?
It was just standing, it was no one, it wasn't being pointed at anybody at that point.
Okay.
He didn't
Just-
point it at me till he stuck it to my lips.
And then afterwards, he points the gun to your lips
Yes,
and tells you basically, I'm going to blow your brains out tonight if you.
exactly. Yes,
Okay. And then he's essentially threatened to kill you.
yes,
And then he's gone up with that gun that he's just pointed in your mouth, at your mouth, correct?
yes,
And locked himself in the bedroom door.
yes,
And you said 30 seconds later, you follow him up the stairs, correct?
no, I went and got my gun.
Okay.
Then I came out and then I stood there about 30 seconds trying to figure out what to do.
So how much time do you think had passed?
Probably about, I don't know, a minute, maybe a minute,
So
minute and a half, maybe.
maybe a minute to a minute and a half at most, since he has pointed a firearm at you, forced you to commit sodomy, and threatened to kill you, correct?
Say that again.
Only between a minute and a half had passed since all those things happened, and you're upstairs with your firearm.
Yes.
Correct. And your game plan is to shoot the lock off of the door, correct?
Yes.
Get inside of the bedroom, correct?
Yes.
What was your game plan from there?
Well, all I wanted was my gun. I mean, my cell phone. That's all I wanted was my phone. And so I was trying to think of a way to get my phone. If he would have just put it outside the door, I wouldn't have had to do anything.
And you testified that before you went up the stairs, you were terrified for your life, correct?
Correct.
You thought that if you stayed in that house, Mr. Barron was going to kill you that night.
Yes, I was terrified for my life.
But you were not too terrified to fire a gun at a locked door where Mr. Barron's standing behind it with a loaded gun, correct?
Well, my choices were very few. I needed my phone to get out of there so I could call 911 or Uber.
Presumably, while being in fear for your life, correct?
Yes,
your safest option between walking out of the house and shooting the lock off of a door where an armed individual is behind it, plan B was your safest option, correct?
Plan B was what?
Your safest option.
It was an option, yes.
Was it your safest option?
Yes, it was safest for me, yes, to go through that, yes.
And so presumably, if you successfully shot the lock off the door, your thought process was Mr. Barron's going to hand you over the phone and let you stand there while you call an Uber for help?
No, I was going to get the phone.
And where were you going to go when you got the phone?
I was going to call 911 and get out of there.
Where were you going to go when you got out of there?
I was going to wait for 911 to come
Where were you going to wait?
outside the front door.
Where the wild dogs are?
No, the dogs aren't there. The dog's down the road that you have to go down to. When you get out of the house, you have to go down this road, and that's the road you have to go down to get to the main road. Is that the street without the lights on it and the dogs?
So presumably, Mr. Barron was going to be calm enough to allow you to stand on the front porch and wait for an Uber or for 911 to come, correct?
So hopefully he wouldn't come down the stairs. He's the one that left and went up the stairs.
You're right. He is the one who left and went up the stairs,
Right.
correct?
He went up the stairs after he did what he needed to do to me. And then I'm hysterical downstairs after he did that to me.
So moving on. You are a dentist, correct?
Yes,
And you're required to be certified in life-saving measures, correct?
correct.
How often do you get that certification?
Once every 3 years. Every 2 years.
Every 2 years.
Yes,
So
every 2 years.
you get certified in life-saving measures every 2 years.
In CPR, I get certified.
Didn't attempt to perform CPR on Mr. Barron, though, correct?
No, he didn't have a pulse.
So didn't even try.
I didn't have a pulse.
So that's when we just give up, throw our hands up, and call it a day for Mr. Barron's life.
No, I just didn't. He didn't have a pulse. And I called 911.
What you did do was get a towel and start wiping up the blood off of the floor, correct?
Well, I was holding it up to his chest to put pressure on it. And then after I slipped in the blood a few times, I wiped it up. Yes.
With that white towel that we saw that was covered in blood,
Well, the brown one and the white one, there were 2 towels.
correct?
Yes.
So you were concerned about wiping the blood up off of the floor, correct? Because you slipped in it,
Because I slipped in it.
but you were not concerned at all about attempting to perform CPR on Mr. Barron, even though you are certified in life-saving measures, correct?
Well, I tried to turn him over and I couldn't get him to push over. I couldn't get him to turn, but there was no pulse. I checked the neck and I checked his ankle and there was no pulse at either place.
So did you just assume he was dead at that point?
I wasn't sure.
If
I
you
was
were,
hysterical and I couldn't even remember what I did, to be honest with you.
if you weren't sure that he was dead or not, why not try and perform CPR to try and save his life?
I told you I tried to turn him over and I couldn't get him over. He's 235 pounds.
Okay, so there you have it. The judge taking the lunch break for this jury there in Georgia. Suzanne Mericle on trial for the murder of her boyfriend, 68-year-old David Barron, who she shot through the door. We are calling this the fit of rage dentist behind the door trial playing out. Let me know in the comments below what you think. It certainly has been a fascinating case there. Playing out in Georgia. She's being questioned, all those questions that I brought up to you in my analysis as we were watching opening statements together and also some of the key witnesses, because remember when we were watching that body camera video, I said, she is a trained medical doctor in terms of she went to medical school before doing dentistry. And she is trained in CPR. She's recertified every year, if not every other year. And she was questioned about that on the stand. Why weren't you offering aid? And then she was also questioned about why she didn't go outside and ask for help. Why didn't she leave the property? Ding, ding, ding. Both of those are things that I brought up with you, our true crime family, in the chat and with my analysis on opening statements and on the first couple witnesses. So Again, the state of Georgia has several charges against this dentist there in Gainesville, Georgia, including murder and also tampering with evidence.
And not once to Deputy Thomas do you ever specify, I actually don't know if he shot at me. It could have been the door slam. To Deputy Thomas, correct?
I believe I did say a couple times that it could be the door shutting.
To Deputy Thomas in the body cam?
I'm not sure to who I said it to, but I said it to several people.
Then you told Deputy Thomas that Mr. Barron grabbed you by the neck and drug you up the stairs, correct?
Correct. Yes, I did tell him that, I think. I can't remember.
At 3140, would it help refresh your recollection if I played the clip where you told Deputy Thomas that he grabbed me by the neck and dragged me up the stairs?
Yes, it
Would
would
help? Okay.
I'll ask you a couple more questions. What I can't understand.
Upstairs. The little one. I could be fine.
The wrong way. The police pulled me over. I got put in jail.
I'm going to start it at 30:02.
And they put me on this. I had to sleep on cement all night. All I didn't know was my license. All because of this affair.
We put a little few stickers on you, okay?
You're lying.
You're taking him to the hospital right now, okay?
What is that? He shot at me.
They don't transport if they don't have anything. So when he left, he was alive.
He was.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Still out.
Oh, baby.
Listen, you need to breathe, okay? You keep focusing on
No, I
keep
can't.
focusing on you.
I was trying to, I want to work this out, and he doesn't love me, I know, but I don't know.
Right now, let's focus on you, okay?
I don't know, you know. Oh my God. I love him. You don't understand. I love him. We bought this house together.
I'm gonna put this back on you, okay? Alright, can you sit still as possible for me so I can get accurate readings on you, okay? We gotta make sure you're okay, alright? That's my job.
Okay. He's the one.
So you'll also check bring our seniors up.
He grabbed me by the neck and dragged me upstairs.
Just a little one.
Did you hear that, Miss Mericle?
Yes, I did.
He grabbed me by the neck and dragged me upstairs.
Yes, correct.
And that was a lie, correct?
Well, I was hysterical at the time, so yes,
So yes.
yes.
So just decided to make that up, that Mr. Barron grabbed you by the neck and dragged you up the stairs, even though that in fact did not happen.
I was hysterical. I don't even remember what I said.
Then later on, approximately a couple minutes later, do you remember telling the paramedic that he held you by your throat and tried to pull you up the stairs? Do you remember telling him that a couple minutes later?
Yes. Mhm.
So again, doubling down on Mr. Barron grabbing you by your throat and dragging you up the stairs, which is in fact false, correct?
Yes.
And then let's see. You also tell the paramedic 2 different times that Mr. Barron had been drinking too much alcohol that night. Do you remember talking to the paramedic about that?
I don't remember exactly, but
Do you remember stating I told him he was drinking too much and he got so mad at me?
no, I don't remember saying that.
Okay. Would it refresh your recollection if I played a clip of the body cam?
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hit play at 52:19.
Oh, baby.
Bravo, you know, 7. Do you want to use 7?
Oh, God. I told him he was drinking too much and he got so mad at me.
Did you hear that, Miss Mericle?
Yes, I did.
So is that you saying that I told him he was drinking too much and he got so mad at me?
Yes, I did say that.
Mr. Barron had in fact not been drinking alcohol that night, correct?
Correct.
So that was also a lie.
Well, he was drinking it during the day, but not at night.
So when you told the pair, or I guess this is to the officers, when you told the deputies that one of the reasons that Mr. Barron got angry at you that night was because you told him he was drinking too much alcohol, that was in fact a lie.
No, I may have told him that because I thought he was, but he wasn't.
You thought he was drinking, but he wasn't?
No, he was drinking earlier in the daytime.
So he was mad at you earlier in the day as well, then, it sounds like.
Yes,
So I thought that, isn't it correct that you had stated that the day was actually perfectly fine, correct?
part of the day was, yes.
You guys went and got your provisional license, correct?
Right,
Went to Olive Garden for lunch, correct?
right.
You were watching a movie earlier in the night, correct?
Well, I was watching the movie. He was sleeping.
He was sleeping. So at some point, apparently, he was drinking too much and got mad at you for calling him out for it, sounds like.
During the afternoon.
Okay. You also talked about in this body cam, do you remember stating basically that Mr. Barron said that if you moved, you were talking about wanting to sell the lake house, that you and Mr. Barron were fighting about wanting to sell the lake house. Do you remember talking about that?
No, I do not.
Okay. Let's go to a little bit ahead. I'm going to hit play at 54:42.
That I was just gonna move forward, that I just couldn't deal with it. And you got so mad at me. I mean, I'm just, I told him if he wanted to be with her, I told him I wasn't mad at him. I just didn't want to deal with it anymore. I just said if I started dating, we had a nice night. He would kill me.
So you told deputies that Mr. Barron told you that basically you wanted to sell the house and he basically said, if you move on, that he's going to kill you, correct?
So I couldn't understand what I was saying on there, but yeah, yes.
You want me to go back and?
No, I just couldn't pick it up with my ear.
Sure, I can play it back. I'll go back 20 seconds. So I'm going to hit play again at 56:33.
Not see each other, talk to each other. Let's just. He said, if I moved on, he would kill me.
Were you able to hear it that time?
Yes, I heard it.
Okay. Mr. Barron had actually been the one to try and break up with you a couple times, though. Isn't that correct?
No, that's not correct.
Do you remember when Investigator Mefford was testifying on direct last week? Do you remember that?
When he testified
Yes, correct.
yesterday?
Last week, so it would have been Friday.
Okay, yes.
Do you remember him reading some text messages between you and Mr. Barron?
Yes, I do.
What do you think about this moment right now? This is a good cross-examination. Let me know in the chat.
Correct.
Yes.
Next to his leg, I think you said.
Yes.
So is that where the gun was when you got into the room?
Honestly, I can't remember. I thought it was on the bed, but according to this, it's not. It's on the floor.
So you don't remember at this point where the gun was when you got into the room?
No, I can't remember.
I'm going to hit play. Do you remember telling Investigator Mefford that when you were touching everything, you even reached into Mr. Barron's back pocket and touched his cell phone?
Yes.
Do you remember saying that?
Yes.
Why'd you reach into his back pocket and touch his cell phone?
I was looking for my phone
But you had just stated that your phone was sitting right there on the floor next to his
before I
gun.
found it. Before I found it, as soon as I checked his pulse, I went straight to the back and checked for his phone, and I saw his phone, and then I saw my phone.
Okay, so you said that you saw your phone sitting there first, but really what happened was you didn't see your phone sitting there first, and you checked his pocket for your phone, correct?
Right,
And then you realized your phone's sitting on the floor.
right.
Okay. Do you remember telling Investigator Mefford that you saw your phone and the gun sitting on the ground and that you think you even slid the gun away from Mr. Barron's body?
I don't remember it exactly, but I heard it on the tape.
Do you remember if that's true or false?
I can't remember.
Okay. When you were explaining about this fake kitchen incident where you're playing with Mr. Barron's gun in the kitchen, the incident I'm talking about,
Yes,
do you remember explicitly telling Investigator Mefford that you touched the trigger because Mr. Barron wanted to see if your finger would reach the trigger? Do you remember saying that to Investigator Mefford?
yes,
You would agree that throwing that little fake fact in there about Mr. Barron wanting for you to touch the trigger of his gun is kind of a random fact to throw into a fake story, correct?
well, it had happened before. I had tried on his gun before.
So why explicitly tell Investigator Mefford that your finger touched the trigger of Mr. Barron's gun that night?
I don't know.
You don't know why you told him that
No, I
specifically?
don't. Mm-mm.
Do you remember getting a psychological evaluation?
Yes, I do.
And do you remember telling that doctor that both you and Mr. Barron were drinking that night and that both of you stopped around 10:30 p.m.?
I don't remember telling her that, but I'm sure I did tell her that.
That's also a lie, correct?
No, it wasn't a lie.
Well, I thought you stated earlier on cross-examination that Mr. Barron wasn't drinking that night, but maybe he was drinking earlier in the
He
day.
was drinking something. I didn't know if he was drinking alcohol or what he was drinking at the night.
Well, you told the psychological evaluator that he was drinking Jack Daniels and then beer, correct?
He was drinking beer that day. He had beer at Olive Garden, and then he mixed himself a drink when we got home. That's all I know.
And you told her that he was drinking until 10:30 p.m., correct?
I thought he was drinking and then
Why did you think that?
because he had something to drink beside him, and he never drinks anything. He doesn't drink water. He doesn't drink things like that.
So you told Deputy Thomas that Mr. Barron was drinking alcohol that night, correct?
Yes,
And you told Investigator Mefford that Mr. Barron was drinking alcohol that night, correct?
yes,
And you told the psychological evaluator that Mr. Barron was drinking alcohol that night, correct?
yes, I thought he was.
And at no point do you ever tell them, I saw him drinking something and I'm not sure what it was, it might have been alcohol. You just explicitly told them he's drinking Jack Daniels and beer, correct?
I told him he was drinking. I didn't say what he was drinking all night.
And you more explicitly say not only that he's drinking, but that he got angry because you got mad at him for drinking too much alcohol, correct?
At lunch.
But that's not what, I know that's what you're saying now. That's not what you told any of those three people, correct?
Correct.
You testified that the physical abuse with Mr. Barron started in about September of 2024, correct?
Correct.
And prior to that, maybe some verbal and emotional abuse, correct?
And some pushing, yes.
I guess, would verbal abuse examples of that be like cursing at you?
Calling me names, yes.
Calling you names, any cursing?
Yes,
Yes.
I said yes.
And I would imagine that if he's being verbally and emotionally abusive to you in person, he's also sending you some aggressive text messages, correct?
No, he did not.
No? So he's only verbally abusive to you in person.
He didn't want anyone to know about anything that was going on. That's why we never discussed it. Even after an incident would happen, it never got discussed again.
Even between the two of you.
Even between the two of us, we would rarely ever bring something up that happened, except once in a while.
So to him, you acted like absolutely nothing was wrong. For what reason?
I was scared of him.
And he just had the self-control to be completely and totally normal to you over text, but then horribly verbally abusive to you in person?
Yes.
Okay. So can you think of one single example of a time where this victim, Mr. Barron, ever said something mean or abusive to you over text?
Not that I can think of right now.
And you would agree, like, you both had passwords on your phone, correct?
Right.
And you wouldn't just go around showing everyone your personal text messages between you and Mr. Barron, correct?
No.
And presumably Mr. Barron wasn't going around showing everyone his personal text between the two of you, correct?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
So you would agree that it's one thing not to tell other people about physical abuse, but no one's reading the text between you and Mr. Barron other than you and Mr. Barron, correct?
He told me he didn't want anything written down. That's why I put that one note in there about what happened the night of the DUI. It wasn't true. And it's because he said he didn't want anything written down.
So you wrote down a lie about the DUI?
No, I did not add a lie. I just wrote down the details. I just left out information.
So you didn't write down a lie. So then what you wrote down about the DUI in your notes is the truth.
Well, I told the truth. I just didn't give the absolute all specific details.
Let's pull up that note then. So this is states 199.0. I'm going to go down to the note that you wrote about the DUI. Zoom in a little bit. So you would agree that the majority of this note doesn't even have anything to do with Mr. Barron, correct?
Correct.
That the majority of it is talking about your interaction with law enforcement that night, correct?
Yes.
So The only part that's about Mr. Barron is this first paragraph up here where you write, I remember I realized I was going the wrong way. I was pulling over to the right. I had a few drinks earlier, about 6:30. I think my last one was maybe 12 o'clock. I took my medication, then you list out your medication, around 2. We've been watching a movie and I was headed to bed. We've gotten in an argument and I decided I couldn't sleep, so I would get up and leave and head back home because I had a lot of work to do at my office. I left at 4, but I decided to leave around 3. That is really the only mention of like what could have possibly gone on between you and Mr. Barron, correct?
Yes.
And if you need time to sit here and read it, let me know. But the rest of this looks like this is all about, again, your interaction with law enforcement.
Yeah, scroll to the end of it.
Keep going. This is the end of that one.
Yeah, that's the note. I wasn't talking about that note.
So talking about this note, I'm a little confused. So you're saying that you wrote this note because Mr. Barron told you, I don't want anything about us to be written down in writing. So you'd go to your notes and write down an untrue statement about Mr. Barron and your interactions with law enforcement. For what reason?
What statement did I write about him in here?
That you guys got into a fight and that you went in bed or you're watching a movie and that you got into an argument and that you decided you couldn't sleep. And so you would just get up and leave to go back to your office to do some work.
No, some of it's right.
So which part of that is correct?
Got into
Which
a
part?
fight.
You got into a fight. That's the only true part.
No, and I took my medicine
Okay.
and I got up to leave when I remember feeling disoriented. I didn't have that much alcohol. All that's the truth.
So why write all the rest of this stuff about your interactions with law enforcement if the only reason you wrote this note was apparently to not document physical abuse between you and Mr. Barron?
It was to document what happened the night of the DUI
Okay, so the purpose of this note is to document what happened the night of the DUI.
between me and the officers.
Okay. For what reason?
So I could have it just to make sure I knew what was going on that day.
But you just, the beginning part lied about? Correct?
Let me see the beginning again.
Starting at I remember, ending at leave around 3.
Oh, that's true. The first part's true. The medicine's true. And when I first went to bed, I thought about getting up early. I was going to leave early. I saw that's right. I was going to leave. I said, go home. But then he came in the bedroom. He came back from downstairs and came in the bedroom.
So you just left that part out of the note then?
Yes, I did.
Okay. There's another note that you write about the night of the DUI. You write, add, in all caps, nap in times of event, first drink, last drink medicine, Saturday. Do you remember making this note?
Yes.
Was this note not so that you could help remember what happened that day when you spoke with your DUI attorney?
Yeah, that was to help me too.
To help you remember what happened the night of the DUI?
Correct.
But the most important part about having been, only reason you were in the car was because you were brutally beaten. He attempted to sodomize you, and then you fled with nothing but a t-shirt on. That part you decided would not be an important fact to share or remember for your DUI case, correct?
I could remember that without writing it down.
So instead you chose to write down just that you went to bed or you couldn't go to sleep, so you got up and left.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to show you some exhibits. States 253 through 263. If you could take a look at these. Is 253 text messages between you and David?
Yes, they are.
Okay, what about 254?
I'm sorry. Okay. Yes.
What about 255?
Yes.
How about 256
Yes.
and 257
Yes.
and 258
Yes.
and 259,
Yes.
260,
Yes.
261
Yes.
and 262
Yes.
and 263.
Yes.
Judge, at this time I move to admit states 253 through 263 into evidence.
Can I see those? Are
These are the ones you're talking about.
those the ones you handed me?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
No objection to 253 to 263.
Admitted.
I'm gonna show you first states 253. You write to David, do you know how happy you make me, right? And this is on October 15 of 2024.
Right. It's right before we closed on our house.
And you said, do you know how happy you make me?
Yes.
And he said, same. Yes.
Yes.
And on October 15, 2024, how many times had he already beaten, raped, or pointed a gun at you?
Repeat that again.
As of October 15th of 2024, how many times had he beaten, raped, or attempted to rape, or pointed a gun at you?
I think twice.
Okay. State 254. I'm sorry, this is actually states 255. This is on October 27th. I wish I had my butt snuggled up to you, you said, right?
Right.
And then he said, I know, same.
Right.
And then you said, this weekend was fantastic, but it went by so very fast, correct?
Correct.
Did he beat, rape, strangle you, choke you, anything like that? In between states, between the 15th and the 27th that you can remember?
No, he did not. That's why it was such a good weekend. We had a good time together. No fighting or no nothing.
And then on states 254, this is also on the 27th, you wrote, I already miss your sweet smile. Where's my mouse? There we go. You wrote, I already miss your sweet smile, and you sent that text twice, correct?
Correct.
And then states 256 is going to be from October 29th. So a couple days later, he wrote, I'm so in love with you on 10/26 on the 29th, correct?
Yes.
And then you wrote, you make me feel like the most important woman on this earth. You are everything I could want in a man. You are my heart, right?
Right.
And then he wrote, you are most important, correct?
Correct.
And again, how many times had he beaten, raped, strangled you, or physically abused you at this point?
I think twice.
Okay.
But I was in love with him.
And then on November 7th, this is going to be states 257. He wrote, I found my woman, correct?
Correct.
You wrote, I love being your woman. I found my man. Your smile, your voice, and your touch all make me melt, right?
Correct.
And then if I could get my mouse back over there. He wrote, love it, right?
Right.
So you mentioned that the physical abuse really escalated in December, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to show you states 258. This is from December 2nd, 2024. You wrote, miss you too. Hope you have a great day. I love you so very much. And then you wrote, you are the man of my dreams and now my life, correct?
Correct.
Had he been brutally, physically abusive to you at this point?
No.
No?
At what point? At this point?
Up in,
today?
yeah, because now we're in December, so. you said
Twice.
Still only twice?
Yes.
I thought you said that the physical abuse really escalated in December.
Yeah, December. This is December 2nd.
This is December 4th.
Okay, it was at the end of December.
Okay. One more from December 4th. You wrote, I wish I could love on you right now, correct? This is
Correct.
states 259, I apologize.
Correct.
And then he wrote, I agree. And then you wrote, baby, you work so hard. You are the best man in the world, correct?
Correct.
And then states 260 is, states 260 is from December 9th. He wrote, I love also, and you wrote, I wish I was snuggled next to you. You make me feel safe and loved. Correct. How many times had he been physically, verbally, or emotionally abusive to you at this point?
Probably about 2.
But he makes you feel so safe and loved?
Yes, I was in love with him.
But he makes you feel safe?
At that point, I did.
So now we're in January. So we've gone completely through December. We're in January. This is January 8th. This is states 261. You wrote, we communicate differently. I need to talk issues through. I see you as one who wishes for all to go away. Good to both compromise. I unfortunately need constant assurance of your respect, love, and caring for me. That probably drives you crazy, correct?
Correct.
And then he wrote, doesn't drive me crazy, correct?
Correct.
So here you didn't say, we deal and communicate differently. I need to talk issues through and you need to beat and rape me, correct?
Correct.
You're talking about your issues with David, but you didn't feel the need to bring up that he's beaten you, attempted to rape you, strangled you, pointed a gun
No,
at
I
you?
wasn't going to bring it up on those texts. We talked about it sometimes, but usually we just let it go. Usually it was just forgotten. Once it happened, it was gone. It was forgotten.
Are you good at letting things go with David?
Sometimes I am.
How about other times?
When I'm in love with him and it jeopardizes my love, if he'd leave me or not because I said anything, no.
Did you find that he would do little things that would frustrate you?
No.
You never felt the need to text him about all these things that would do or something that he would do that would annoy you or upset you?
No, I don't believe so. We text so many times.
And then lastly, I want to show you states 263, which is February 16th. So February 15th is the night that David woke you up by tapping your foot with a gun, correct?
Yes.
And then attempted to anally sodomize you, correct?
Correct.
And then slapped your breast to the point of pretty extensive bruising, correct?
Correct.
And then on the afternoon of the 17th, you wrote, thank you for keeping me calm and wanting to help me. I feel safe and loved by you.
Correct.
Did all those things that he did to you make you feel safe and loved?
After it happened, after I got the DUI, I was upset when I got back home, and he was very calming to me and told me we were going to work it out together, not to worry.
Okay. I'm now going to, so earlier on direct, you mentioned that on the night of the DUI, you and David fought about the mortgage, correct?
Correct.
You also mentioned that David was trying to force you to allow him to put only his name on the deed to the house, correct?
Correct.
And that he was basically trying to force you to put down a lot more money than him in the house, correct?
Correct.
So I'm going to show you, it's been marked as states 271 through 275. If you could take a look at these. Is states 271 text between you and David?
Yes.
How about 272?
Yes.
How about 273?
Yes.
How about 274?
Yes.
And 275?
Yes.
Judge, at this time I move to admit states 271 to 275 into evidence.
No objection to 271 through 275.
Admitted.
And I gotta use this for these because I don't have these on my computer. Thank you. Oh, sorry, it's off. Okay. Ooh. Sorry about that. So this is states 271. I'm gonna zoom in just a bit. At the top, this is you. It says,
Would you use the table microphone?
oh, yes, I'm sorry. Or I'll use this one. Is this okay? Can you hear me?
Much
Yes.
better, thank you.
This is you and it says, let's seriously look at a house on the lake. Are you supposed to buy with Evan or would it be just you and me? Correct?
Correct.
And then he wrote, let me zoom out. Just me and you, he was just helping, correct?
Correct.
And then you say both of your sons are awesome.
Correct.
And then in 272, you ask David, this is on July 28th of 2024, would we buy together, both of our names on it, or do you want to have another thought, correct?
Let me see.
Sorry.
Or do you have another thought? Yes.
And then David replies and says, we can buy together. I want us to share everything, correct?
Correct.
And then in states 273, you ask him, you say, you make me so happy. When you speak to Chris, your banker, please ask him if it's easier for him to put only your name on the loan, correct?
Correct.
And then in states 274, now we're into August, you write, where will we live, correct?
Correct.
And David says house there and or lake house here, correct?
Correct.
And you say, understand, we will buy together, both, correct?
Correct.
And then David replies, I'm open either way. If you buy there and I buy here, correct?
Correct.
And you say, I would prefer we buy together. I want to live at the lake and retire there, correct?
Correct.
And he says, certainly can do. Or can certainly do, sorry. Can certainly do.
Yes.
And then lastly, states 275. David texts you, Chris said to move forward with the wire. Total for Suzanne is 142,500. David, 100,000. Correct?
Correct.
So you only put down basically $42,500 more than David, correct?
Correct.
So when you said that you put down 200,000, he put down 100,000, that was also incorrect.
I thought I did put down 200,000.
So you again put down less than 50,000 more than David.
Correct.
And in none of those texts, you would agree, David is trying to force you to allow him to only have his name on the house, correct?
Not in the text. That was in July when we talked about the name on the loan, not the house. That's the loan. And we're talking about the deed to the house.
And because David only talked about mean things, not over text, correct?
No, that's not correct.
So is there going to be text messages where David's trying to force you to allow him to put his name on the deed?
Well, that's not a mean text. That's just what he wanted to do.
And are there going to be texts that show that?
I don't think so. You just think of it to the very end. We didn't talk about that until like right before we closed.
And all of a sudden he just had a change of heart, it sounds like.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
Yes, he almost ended up not wanting to buy the house. So yes.
So I want to show you some other texts. I'm showing you states 264 through 269. If you could thumb through these. States 264 text between you and David.
Yes.
How about 265?
Yes.
266?
Yes.
267?
Yes.
268?
Yes.
And 269?
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, this time I moved to admit states 264 through 269 into evidence.
No objection, 264 through 269.
Admitted.
Judge, could I have is it on?
You want the laptop?
Yes, please. I apologize, Judge. This is states 264. States 264 is on October 28th, 2024. Let's see. You say at 9 a.m., please enjoy your grandchildren trick-or-treating. I know they will be adorable. Do you remember this conversation?
I remember reading it now. Yes, vaguely.
Who is Meg?
Who's Meg? Meg is his daughter-in-law's sister.
You got really jealous about something he did with Meg, correct?
I was what?
Jealous.
I wouldn't say jealous.
No?
I was upset.
Upset. Because he told her that he mentioned that she had pretty hair, correct?
Well, yes, that, and they were hanging around each other at the birthday party the whole time.
And it was a birthday party for Evan's twins, correct?
Right, yes.
In September.
Correct.
And Meg so Evan again is David's son, correct?
Right.
And Evan is married to Brittany, correct?
Right, is his sister-in-law.
And Meg is Brittany's sister-in-law.
No, Evan's sister-in-law.
So Colt is married to Allie, correct?
Correct.
And so Meg is married to presumably Brittany's brother.
No, she's not married to anyone.
So
She's divorced.
Okay, so who is Meg in this? Meg is
Meg
Evan's
is
sister-in-law.
Evan's sister-in-law, right.
Okay, so Evan's sister-in-law is at the birthday party for his twins, correct?
Correct.
With the whole family, correct?
Correct.
And he mentioned that Meg had pretty hair.
Correct.
Okay, so you say do not say anything to Evan about this, correct?
Right.
What are you talking about?
Oh, about saying about the pretty hair.
Okay, so you didn't want for David, you're telling David over text that you don't want him to tell Evan something, correct?
Correct.
He responds, I love you, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, I love you. Please be respectful of me before you comment or reach out / hug another woman, as I will respect you with other men, correct?
Correct.
We're talking about his son's sister-in-law, correct?
Correct.
And then you send a screenshot. We can't see what that is, but he responds, will do, correct?
Correct.
Then you say, please understand, I do trust you. Sometimes people misinterpret comments and gesture, correct?
Correct.
Then he says, sorry, I missed call, was an elevator. I tried you back. And you say, sorry, I missed your call, correct?
Correct.
So now y'all are kind of playing phone tag a little bit.
Yes.
And then you say, hey there, sorry, I missed your call. Judy, Mike, and I are at the lodge, correct?
Correct.
He just says, pardon, tell them hello for me. And then you say, excusez-moi in French, correct?
Yes.
Then there's some more conversations. He says, LOL. Then he says, you are my love, right?
Right.
And then he says, you are special. I would never thought I would live with someone before marriage. I am very happy to do this, correct?
Correct.
And you say, I love you so much, correct?
Correct.
And he says, love you, my lady. Correct?
Yes.
And then you say, what are you doing? He says, watching World Series. Correct?
Correct.
And you say, we're back at Judy and Mike's, just having a normal conversation, right?
Right.
And then you say, I miss you. He says, oh, good, I miss you. Correct?
Correct.
Then all of a sudden, that same night at 9:42, you send him a text saying, I am worried about you going trick-or-treating with Meg being there. I do not trust her. I hate that I have to even think about this. It is obvious you are attracted to her and her to you. Please let me know if you prefer her. I have been through this. It has made me sick all day thinking about it. Men are visual. You are apparently attracted to her. If you want her, go after her. I do not have hair like that, and I am older. Correct?
Correct.
And he responds, baby, please don't worry. I will not go there if you wish. There is no attraction on my end. Correct?
Correct.
And David did not go trick-or-treating with his grandkids in October of 2024, correct?
I'm not sure.
You don't know if he ended up going trick-or-treating?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Moving on to States 265. This is on November 20th of 2024. This is November 20th at 10 p.m. He says, I do desire you, babe, correct?
Yes.
And you say, I'm not sure. We never text sexually like we used to. We are not married, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, I think you need some young pussy with pretty hair, correct?
Correct.
Are you referring to Meg? With the
I'm
pretty
just
hair
referring to
comment?
someone with pretty hair.
Are you referring back to your Meg argument when he said that she had pretty hair?
I'm referring back to anybody that has pretty hair.
Okay. How many times has he raped you or sodomized you at this point?
November 20th, twice.
Okay. Then you say, not interested in mine anymore, barely wanted it this past weekend after not having for 10 days. And he says, I only need you, correct?
Right.
Then he says, I'm going to hug you now to stop this, correct?
Correct.
And then he says, we were texting sexually because we were only seeing each other occasionally. Now we are seeing each other almost weekly, correct?
Correct.
And you say, that does not mean it needs to stop. It keeps things alive between us. I should have refused to live with you until I received a ring. Commitment on your part. I am an idiot, correct?
Correct.
Then you say, never mind. You do not get it, right?
Correct.
Then he says, stop tonight, right?
Correct.
You say, I will. Do not worry. You have no right answer. Good night, correct?
Correct.
He says, what a night out drinking can do, correct?
Correct.
You say, I did not have but one drink, thank you. You had so much to drink Saturday night, you could not even stay awake, could not stay awake. This is how I feel. Sorry. You tell me to stop and then you discuss drinking. At least I don't flirt with other men like you do, correct? Those are all from you?
Correct.
Then you text again. This all started because I wanted you, but you don't, so don't worry about it. I know I've been through enough to know when I am wanted and when I am not. I will be fine. I'll get over it. I always do. Go after what you really desire. Pretty hair girl, correct?
Correct.
And your testimony is that you are not continuously referring to Meg with the pretty girl comment or pretty hair comment?
I said on that one text I wasn't.
Okay, what about this one?
Yes, it was just anybody with pretty hair.
Okay.
That was just kind of a running joke with us about the pretty hair dress.
Does it sound like,
Again,
are you joking
No,
there?
I'm not joking about it, but he
Okay.
was.
Then he says, I do not flirt with anyone, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, Meg, question mark?
Right.
So we are talking about Meg.
I'm asking about Meg on this text right here.
And this is 1 month after, actually, this is more than 1 month after the time where he told Meg that she had pretty hair, correct?
Yes.
So then you say, you and her had something between you two. Go find out. I will not stand in the way. I would never have done that to you. It is obvious you have a thing for her, correct?
Correct.
This is so crazy, it's hard to believe, is what Mr. Barron responds, correct?
Correct.
And you say touching her hair, correct?
Correct.
And then he says, so far from the truth, correct?
Correct.
So I thought that Mr. Barron didn't want for you to put in writing any disagreements that the two of you had.
Anything with anything that he's done to me.
Oh,
If
okay,
he's
so
harmed me in any way.
are these rules like written down somewhere?
Well, no, there's actually 2 rules.
Okay, what are the 2 rules?
One is not to say anything about anything that we do.
Okay.
If he touches me, another one that he's a good man.
So his first rule is not to say anything about anything you do, and the second is that he's a good man.
Right.
And so this conversation would not fall under one of those 2 rules.
He didn't do anything to me physically,
But he did touch another girl's hair and say that her hair was pretty.
and that's okay.
Okay.
But he didn't do anything to me physically.
So you're allowed to yell at him about this. You're just not allowed to yell at him about other things, is what you're saying, correct?
I didn't yell at him about this. This was just in a text.
Okay. So then you say, I was humiliated in front of her. She knows what she is doing. She followed you around like a puppy dog, correct?
Correct.
And then he said, I will go to funeral over the weekend. What's he talking about there?
I have no idea.
Okay. Then you say, don't come here, correct?
Correct.
Oops. And then you said, you're such a baby. Then you say, you hurt me and will not be held accountable. Then you say, I will not see you for a while, correct?
Correct.
Then say, shows you don't want me, take Meg with you, correct?
Correct.
Thanksgiving, you two can enjoy each other, correct?
Correct.
I am done.
Correct.
Moving on to States 266. This is from December 5th. You sent him a message, correct? Or I'm sorry, an address, correct?
Correct.
He says, let me make sure for last names, correct? Then you say, baby, I have left you 2 messages, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, do not manipulate me and make this my fault. I am so happy as can be, called you 2 and 3 times, left you a few messages. I'm almost an hour ago. We specifically discussed the tree and I asked you to wait for me, but you do not respect me. You went ahead and did it anyway. Why do you need me? You are so good by yourself. Then you hang up on me. You are so immature. Is this an argument where he put up Christmas tree decorations without you?
No, it's a tree that he was working on
Okay,
that he finished. Yeah, that he started decorating it.
we'll keep reading. So then you say, never mind, you need a young woman that has no brain, correct?
Correct.
Then you text again, this is our first Christmas together and it should be special. I only wanted to decorate the tree with you. I wanted us to have a fire room, put on some music and just relax and have fun together. We obviously want different things. I love you so much. I need us to be on the same page, not against each other. This is my last time getting married and being deeply involved with someone. I need to be happy and rewarding for both of us, correct?
Correct.
So do you think that you are, in fact, arguing or you're angry with him because he put up decorations on a Christmas tree?
Well, yeah, because the weekend before I wanted to decorate it. He wanted to be there for it.
Okay.
So, yes.
So is this one of the things that you are allowed to get angry at him for in writing?
He didn't touch me physically or sexually.
Okay. So then you say, please call me. I do not want to fall asleep upset, correct?
Correct.
Then you text again saying, please call me so we can work this out, but I have to get up in the morning and go to Jacksonville and go to the doctor to have my hearing test again. Never mind. You do not care about me or my feelings, correct?
Correct.
Please call me, right?
Yes.
I am sorry. I want us to be so different than what I have had. Maybe I am not ready. I seem to get hurt so easily and I'm so sensitive, correct?
Correct.
Then again, you text, please call me and let's talk this out. I miss you. I want to be with you. I was excited about decorating the tree with you. And I know you didn't mean to hurt my feelings, but it did. Please show me the things I want to do with you and be special. I want our life to be different than whatever. You've had a good life. You have had good people. I'm not that person for you. Maybe this is your kind way of telling me to go away. I can't believe you hung up on me. You act like you did nothing. I'm an idiot. Again, I'm sorry, you deserve better, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, I will stay away from you.
Correct.
And then again, you text him, I was upset earlier. I wanted to decorate the tree with you, but I love you and I want to work this out. I don't want to go to sleep like this, correct?
Correct.
Then you text again, please, let's make this right, correct?
Correct.
And Mr. Barron has not replied to you at all,
No.
correct?
Correct.
And then you send a picture. We can't really see who's in that photograph. But then you text again saying, David, I am sorry. Please call me. Correct?
Correct.
My heart is breaking. Please reach out to me. Correct?
Correct.
Then you say these will be delivered tomorrow and send a screenshot of something, couple things. Now we're on the next morning. Mr. Barron never replied to you, correct?
Correct.
Never called you any mean names, correct?
Right. Did he call me on the phone though?
And he hung up on you, correct?
Right. Did he call me back though?
I don't know. You tell me.
I can't remember, but I think he may have called me back,
Okay.
but I'm not sure.
But you kept saying, please call me, please call me, please call me. So do you think he did call you if you were continuously asking for him to call you?
I'm not sure.
So in the morning, you text him, good morning. I am sorry. I am totally overwhelmed and stressed out right now at office. We are working so hard trying to get everyone in, of course, at last minute for their insurance. Yesterday, I had 2 people yell at me, my office patients. I talked to the guy helping me with my practice, and he gave me bad news, but it will out. Trying to furnish and finish the condo, furnish the house, and get Christmas presents. I'm totally, completely overwhelmed. Trying to squeeze my ear appointments in Jacksonville is so hard. So sometimes little things to you are big things to me and important to me. During this time, I'm looking forward to the little things. I do love you, correct?
Correct.
Moving on to States 267. This is from December 15th. You say, did you fall asleep on me, correct?
Yes.
And David said, I love to feel you squirting, correct?
Yes.
Then he said, no, I'm awake putting things up around the kitchen, correct?
Correct.
And this is at 11:58 p.m., right?
Yes.
So then you reply and say, never mind, I cannot seem to keep you interested in me, finish the kitchen, correct?
Correct.
And he says, I'm very interested, but I thought you were going to sleep. After trying to find your daughter's present, I started to rewrap the 2 presents, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, we are in the middle of a conversation and you leave. You will never understand my heart, my soul, or my thoughts, correct?
Correct, because we were in a conversation and then he ignored me before these before.
And then he didn't
these
reply.
texts.
So then he said, I left when you closed the conversation, correct?
Correct.
And then you said, how did I close the conversation? My last comment was, yes, I would be writing your whole hard cock squirting all over us. That is not closing the conversation. Where do you get this stuff? How did I close the conversation? Oh, that's the same text that you edited a couple seconds later, correct?
Correct.
How many times had Mr. Barron raped you or sodomized you at this point? We're in December 16th.
Twice.
Okay. So then he says, good night, correct?
Correct.
And you say, I am calling you. How did I end the conversation, correct?
Correct.
Then you send 2 more texts. I didn't close the conversation. You lost interest in the conversation. What is wrong? You said you would be squirting. I wrote, yes, I would be writing your hard cock squirting all over us. How is that ending the conversation? You make up so many things. You said earlier, I need to tell my psychologist, were you making fun of me? I am wasting my energy and my heart is going to be hurt in the long run. I do not believe anything will happen except my heart will be broken, correct?
Correct.
And then he says, not at all, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, I called you and you will not pick up. Don't call me, correct?
Correct.
And he says, what are you saying?
Correct.
And then you said, I'm an idiot. How did I end the conversation? David, answer me. Correct?
Correct.
Then you said, we were in the middle of having a sex conversation just like we were the other night, and you tell me you're watching the country music. Tonight you go clean up. I do not turn you on any longer. I guess you are tired of me. Correct?
Correct.
Then he says, where is this coming from? Correct?
Correct.
You say, from when you never answered me after I said I would be writing you your hard cock, and then you left the conversation. I did not end it, correct?
Correct.
And he says, I am totally lost with this.
Correct.
And then he says, can't believe what started this, correct?
Correct.
Then you say, we are in the middle of texting each other and having a good conversation, and then you never comment again for 20 minutes. You left me hanging, correct?
Correct.
So presumably this entire argument is because he left you hanging for 20 minutes?
No, there's more to it before this. Yes.
Okay. We are in the, and then this is the same text that you, oh no, it's a different text. We are in the middle of a conversation and you just got up and walk away for 20 minutes. You don't answer me. You will never understand me and I will never understand you. Please, I will be fine. I always am, correct?
Correct.
So again, you referenced that he did not reply to you for 20 minutes, correct?
Correct.
Good night is what you say. Correct?
Correct.
And he says, what did I tell you I was doing? Good night. Correct?
Correct.
You say, you're right. It is all me. Correct?
Correct.
He says, where did I say it was all you? Show me. Correct?
Correct.
And then you send him something from the internet that you're referencing. And then that's the end of the conversation that night. And he texts good morning the following day. Correct?
He did what?
He just texts you the following morning. Good morning.
Yes.
States 268 is from January 24th. So at this point, you know about Lilia, correct? Because we're into January of 2025.
Yes, I do.
So you say, please call me after you eat. Can I ask you a question? How would it make you feel if you never saw me again? Correct?
Correct.
He says, very lonely, correct?
Correct.
You say, well, your decision to not call and tell me what's going on tells me that you are prepared to be lonely without me. If you love me and want to work this out, you need to come see me. I deserve face-to-face with you, correct?
Correct.
And then he says, good night.
Correct.
Then he says, I miss you. Now we're into January 25th, correct?
Correct.
And then you don't reply. And on the 26th, you send him a text at 9:59 p.m. and say, we have got to talk when my son lives there. We have to settle this. Where is our relationship headed? I really care for you. We need to go through this so we can start planning our life. I have been at my office all weekend to get the numbers so I can sell my practice to move to the lake to be together. My condo is being shown in the AM. I have my place at Seagate until January 30th. Please answer and talk to me if you want to work this out, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, please call me on the
Yes.
26th. And then now we're in the 27th. You say, what is so sad is that only God knows how much I've cried for you to save our relationship, correct?
Correct.
And then you reply to his, I miss you. And you say, why? I don't understand. I could have understood what you were doing. You did not trust me. I wanted to be your safe place. I wanted to be your wife. I am too old for this. I don't even know what to do forever. I honestly thought you were my forever. I'm so stupid. I believed in you. I loved you. Please call me and just let me go. I have to hear you say those words to me. I will never bother you again. I wanted us to be together forever, correct?
Correct.
And then you text him again on January 27th. I wish I could fall asleep. Miss you, correct?
Correct.
Then you say, please call me. I love and miss you. I want to work this out. Please be honest with me and tell me what is going on so we're both on the same page. If I need to keep a secret with you, then I will, but we can't keep secrets from each other, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, I miss the man who used to make me feel like I was his world. What happened to us? I truly don't understand, correct?
Correct.
And then he sends you pictures of a bunch of boxes, it looks like, correct?
Correct.
And then he says, many boxes, right?
Yes.
And then he says, McLean should stay here with me to save money until we decide to sell our house or buy out. And is McLean your son?
Yes, he is.
And was he living with David in the lake house at this time?
He was staying there for about a month.
Okay. And you didn't have any concerns about your son living with the man who beat, raped, and pointed guns at you and strangled you?
Well, he didn't do all that before this. He only did part of that.
So we're into January. We're almost to the end of January at this point.
Okay, yeah, so in December he did the gun. He didn't point it at me, he just beat the door with it. So he hadn't pointed a gun at me at this point.
He had at least raped or sodomized you at least twice, you said at this point, correct?
Yes, he did.
Okay, had he strangled you at this point? Ever?
Yes,
Had he physically assaulted you at this point?
yes,
Okay. And then you say, McLean will be moving out this week. Please do not contact me again, correct?
correct,
You said, I have explained to McLean what you did, and the best thing for you to do is stay away from him. I don't want him to be around someone like you, correct?
Correct.
And you're talking about Lilia when you said I explained to McLean what you did, correct?
I'm not sure. I don't think I told him about Lilia.
Did you? Well, what else would you have told McLean that David did other than Lilia?
About maybe not trying to work it out with me or something.
Okay. Then you said, you're a coward in so many ways. Stay away from my children and do not contact me again. I will be there tomorrow to pick up my things. I have a truck coming with me, correct?
Correct.
And he says, you say, you're such a coward. You can't even pick up the phone. Do not say a word to my son. If you do, I will contact your son. You are a piece of shit, correct?
Correct.
Then you said, ship all the boxes that we have received. How can you live with yourself? You are the worst thing that's ever happened to me. You lied over and over. I hope she was worth it, correct?
Correct.
You said, if you do not answer the phone, I will have no choice but to call Evan. Make up your mind. You've got 10 minutes, correct?
Correct.
And so at this point, you're threatening to move out of the lake house, correct?
Yeah, we're going to sell the lake house at this point.
And you're telling,
because he was supporting her.
right.
Mm-hmm.
And you're telling David, do not ever contact me ever again, correct?
Right.
And David did not reply saying, if you try and move on, I'm going to kill you, correct?
No, he did not say that then.
Then he says, you have contacted everyone. What a piece of work. Hope you feel better, correct?
Yes.
You say, I have not contacted anyone yet. You are a coward. Lies, lies, and lies. There is a special place in hell for people like you, correct?
Correct.
Talk to me like a man, right?
Correct.
And he just replies, I will contact all your children also, correct?
Correct.
Then you say, you can contact my children all day long. You are the one that did wrong, not me. I have done everything to love you and to make a home for you. And you got caught family support for Lilia and you don't know what to do. You are not a man. You are a piece of doo-doo, correct?
Correct.
Oh, there's a little, says, buy you out on house if better, correct?
Correct.
And then you deleted something. It says user deleted. And then you say, can I just ask you a question? How would it make you feel if you never saw me again, correct?
Correct. It's in the morning.
2:55 a.m.
Yes, it's in the morning.
And then you bring up, you ask him about randomly, you just ask him about his doctor's appointment he's having this week that you hope it goes well, correct?
Correct.
And then you go back to, you have lied to me since the day I met you. You lied in my face. What kind of man does that to a person? You have ignored me since this happened because what you're doing is so wrong in so many ways. You are living a lie and a separate life. Everything you have ever told me is a lie. Everything you do is lie. I honestly don't know how you look in the mirror every day. I don't know what this woman has over you, but I hope it's worth it because you have lost a very good woman in me. I gave you my heart, my soul. I am so concerned about you. I would have loved you and taken care of you until my last breath. Correct?
Correct.
Sorry. And then you say, I do want you to know that my heart is broken. I will always love you and be there for you. If you needed me, I did not deserve this. Correct?
Correct.
And then he says, Suzanne, I'm so very sorry.
Correct.
And then you deleted something right there, so we can't see that. And you also deleted something there. And then you say, can we talk? Correct?
Correct.
Then you send this text. Jen, can you take me to the hospital tomorrow morning? I have to be there by 6:30 a.m. Thanks, Suze. Who is Jen?
A friend of mine.
Was this text meant for David?
No, it was meant for Jen.
Did you ever actually text Jen and ask her to take you to the hospital?
Yes.
You did?
Yes. When was this?
January 28th of 2025.
28th. Yeah, I think that was for my, I can't remember what I was doing then.
How about, so tomorrow would be January 29th of 2025. Did you go to the hospital on January 29th of 2025?
I can't remember.
Okay, well, we'll keep reading. We'll find out. He says, what? Why are you going to the hospital? Correct?
Correct.
You say, how do you know I'm going to the hospital? Correct?
Correct.
He says, you sent me the message to Jen, correct?
Correct.
And you say, I am sorry, please do not mention to McLean, correct?
Correct.
And he says, what happened, correct?
Correct.
And you say, I have to have a procedure, nothing really, correct?
Correct.
Remember what procedure you had on the 29th?
It could have been my biopsy for my breast.
Okay. So then you say discussing boxes, you talk about you paid your half of the mortgage, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, please give me a call, thank you.
Correct.
Please call me, we have much to discuss, correct?
Yes, correct.
I may want to keep the lake house, so I may want to keep the furniture. You say that, correct?
Correct.
Then you say, we have to talk. I have a test on my colon because I have been throwing up and blood in my stools, correct?
Correct. Correct. Yes.
And you say, we have to talk about the house. I'm under so much stress. I told my doctor, but he thinks it's more than that. I have to have a test on my colon because I have been throwing up and blood in my stool, correct?
Yes, correct.
And then you say, I want to speak to you. I miss you, correct?
Correct.
Say, David, I'm tired and I don't have any energy left to argue. I do love you and I feel that God has brought us together for a reason. You are so important to me and I'm going to give you space you need. And I hope this will strengthen our relationship in the long run, Suzanne, correct?
Correct.
Then on the 29th, he says, I didn't know you were throwing up and bleeding. Keep me updated on your procedure. I didn't say anything to McLean. I need to get the mortgage information from you, correct?
Correct.
And then at 10 a.m. he says, how are you? Correct?
Correct.
You say, good, thanks, at noon, right?
Right.
Then you say, been asleep.
Yes.
Right? Say, you out from work today, he says. And then he says, what procedure? Correct?
Correct.
And then he says, are you okay? I'm not sure where McLean is, correct?
Correct.
And then he says, I found the mortgage info. I'll mail my half tomorrow, correct?
Correct.
He's talking about buying out options. Then you respond on the 29th at 10:26 p.m. and say, hey, I am now getting back from the ER. I had an Uber driver take me around 4 because when I woke up from cramping because so bad and I started bleeding, I am scared. I feel like something is really wrong with me. I feel like they never really knew what was wrong with me. The Uber guy took me today and picked me up for my procedure. He asked if he could stay and help me. I think he thinks I'm on vacation because I'm staying in the Seagate and I'm so scared and so sad, correct?
Correct.
And then you say, wow, I'm reading your text, correct?
Correct.
So you never actually went to the ER on the 29th, did you?
Yes, I did.
You weren't at the gun range with your friends?
That morning I went.
I'm going to show you what's already been authenticated as states 199B and 199C. Do you recognize who is in those pictures?
Yes, this is that evening.
Is that you?
Yes.
And then can you look at the next one? Is that you as well?
Yes, that's me as well.
Judge, I move to admit states 199B and 199C into evidence.
Are those I think those are previously tendered, right? Oh, they were just identified.
Yeah.
Okay. 199B and C. No further objection.
Admitted.
I apologize, Judge, if I could have the, so this is from your phone. This is states 199B, and this is a selfie of you. Where are you at in this selfie?
In the shooting range.
And it says that this image was created on January 29th, 2025 at 7:27 p.m., correct?
Correct.
Doesn't look like you're vomiting up blood in the ER in this photo, does it?
No, I think that was in the morning that I went.
So this says created at 7:27 p.m.
That's that evening.
You said morning.
No, this is in the evening.
Correct. So you had told David that you just got back from the ER because you had been vomiting up blood and had to take an Uber driver. You had been there all day and that you got home at 10:26 p.m. Correct?
That day. That must not be the right day then.
On January 29th.
No, that must not be the right day.
This is states 268 that we just read. hey, I am now getting back from the ER. I had an Uber driver take me around 4 because when I woke up, I was cramping. I feel like all of these things. That was sent at 10:26 p.m. on January 29th.
Yes, of course. That was after I went there and then went to the shooting range. That's when I got home.
So let me get this straight. You woke up around 4
I was sick.
and
Yes.
vomiting up blood
Yes.
and Ubered to the ER.
Right.
And then you went from the ER to the shooting range with your friends.
Then I went to my office first.
Okay. And then went to the shooting range with your friends.
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with me. They said I was fine.
And then you waited till you got home from the shooting range to text David that you're just now getting back from the ER.
Yes.
And then here's another picture. Is that you in there?
Yes.
And this is created January 29th at 7:47 p.m. You're also at the shooting range.
Yes.
So you went from vomiting up blood at the ER to hanging out at the shooting range with your friends.
Well, I had a commitment to go there. I organized it for them.
Okay. So you mentioned that so that text that you sent to David where it said, Jen, can you take me to the hospital? Did you end up sending that message to the correct person, to Jen, the person that you meant to send it to?
No, I think I called her.
All right. So what is the timeline for the ER? Oh, it's right here. Sorry. I'm going to show you. So states 199Q, this has also already been, Judge, states 199Q has been authenticated with Lieutenant London. This is a timeline extraction from the defendant's cell phone, and I moved to tender this into evidence.
Is this the phone numbers?
It's a timeline of which one? Oh, wait, the wrong one. I apologize, Judge. I meant to say 199P. It's a timeline of January 28th to January 29th. It's text and it's most, I think it's just all.
While we sort this out, let's take a 15-minute break. Thank you.
Right.
Let me know in the comments below what you think about this particular trial. It's been kind of fascinating to watch so far, and her explanation into the events in March of 2025 that sadly ended the life of her boyfriend. Again, she's claiming a self-defense defense. That's the reason why she's taken the stand. And, we'll have to see if some of this gets also cleaned up in the redirect by the defense in their case in chief. And perhaps maybe they're going to call additional witnesses to the stand as well. They have that right as well. In terms of experts, maybe a DV expert would be helpful. But let me know what you think about this case. Thank you for watching True Crime and Justice with Matt Johnson. This is the case of Georgia versus Mericle. Please tell your friends and subscribe and hit like and ring the bell, and you'll be alerted when we go live together. We're bringing the True Crime family back together. All right, we'll see you.